Hey, my buddies, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. If you're new here, please subscribe and welcome to the Random Life of Jazz. If you're looking for other ways to support the channel, I will put my Cash App down in the description. It's $ the Unicorn Trap House. I'm gonna make an Amazon wish list as well so that if you guys want to support and help me get microphones, some sound equipment, maybe a backdrop, I'll create that too and try to have that up for the next video. So in today's video, I want to talk about Wendy Williams' documentary. I grew up watching Wendy Williams with my mom. Hey, mama. And this was really sad and hard for me to watch. So if that's not your vibe, please go ahead and click off now. But if you kind of want to see what's going on and where's Wendy, then let's go. So, if you weren't aware, Wendy Williams has been going through a lot of issues. Before her show ended up going off the air, being switched over to whoever it is now, there was all the infidelity stuff with her husband, Big Kevin. He ended up getting the side chick pregnant and then running off and spending Wendy's money on her. A whole hot mess. They're broke now, I think, because karma. But anyway, Wendy ended up going on a downward spiral. It was really sad to watch. You could kind of see on her show she was having issues like remembering things, fumbling over her words. But even like I talked about in my first video, when I had a vitamin B deficiency, I was stuttering. So it didn't really seem like anything severe until the Halloween episode when she passed out on stage. That was really scary. So if you didn't know, there is, I believe, a three-part documentary called Where's Wendy on Lifetime. And in the documentary, it kind of goes over what's been going on with Wendy since she hasn't been on TV anymore. And it was really hard to watch. I'll insert some pictures here and there. And it's going to be a short video. But I kind of just wanted to talk about it and touch on it. So Wendy is in a guardianship or conservatorship. I don't know. It was really giving Britney Spears, Michael Jackson, like handlers vibes, like what Kanye talked about when people step in. So Wendy was having trouble with her lymphedema, which is when your feet and your legs swell up really bad. She talked about her having Graves' disease. She talks about all this way back when she was still on the show. And Graves' disease is what kind of makes her eyes kind of seem like they're bulging out a little bit. Um, so she had been dealing with that, but then after everything with her husband and her divorce, I guess she started drinking a little bit more. There was allegations of maybe some substance abuse, and she's never been secretive about the fact that she had a little thing for the nose candy way back in the day. So I don't know if maybe she reintroduced that back into her life, but she's struggling really bad with alcohol and ended up getting alcohol caused dementia, which I didn't really know was a thing. So when the documentary picks up, Wendy's living in her apartment with these handlers. She's got this publicist girl named Sean, and I don't trust Sean. She looks sketchy. She looks nervous. Like in every scene, she looks sweaty and scared, like she's playing way out of her league. And she's dragging Wendy around from New York to California. Her manager is a jeweler, so I don't know how he ended up being her manager. But he doesn't really care for the publicist girl. He is just trying to get her to stick to what the guardianship or the conservatorship wants her to do, which is basically stay in New York. They say not drink, but she keeps ending up with alcohol. The only time that she seems to be doing well is when she's with her family. And originally, she was staying with her family down in Florida. That's where her brother, her sister, her son, her nieces and nephews, and her mom passed away, but her dad, they all live in Florida. So she was staying down in Florida with them and she was doing really well. But the family insinuated that she was there too long, and the guardianship or the show producers wanted to kind of just dust her off and get her back on TV, not be down here on some whole long term healing retreat with her family. So they said that little Kevin, which is Wendy's son, was stealing money from her. But he said that his mom is really generous, which I could see because my mom sometimes will be like, oh, we'll just use this card or whatever, if it's something. And he said that his mom gave him permission to use the money, but they used that to say that he was stealing from Wendy and kind of regain control. Because when he was down there, when she was down there under Kevin's care, little Kevin, he's vegan, so he was making sure she was getting good food, that she was staying sober, making sure she spent lots of time with her family, and she was starting to show improvement. But once that started taking too long, and I guess issues with her money came into play, the producers of the Wendy Williams show and whoever else maybe stepped in and they took control back and took her back to New York. So now she's back in New York. She's with this girl, Sean, who I don't know. To me, it just is like if it weren't for her family being involved in this documentary and bringing light to conservatorships and guardianships and how they don't necessarily always have the best interest for the person being guardianed, that's not a word, but to the person in their custody, they don't always have their best interests. A lot of times it's about money and getting them back out there to make money, like with Britney Spears. So if it weren't for them, I would be really against this because it seems exploitative. Like they exploiting her. It's tired, and I'm stumbling over my words, but she kept wanting to take her wig off, and the girl Sean basically kidnaps her and takes her to LA where they go to a meeting with Universal, and they take Wendy to see her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and she's just like, I like being famous. I'm Wendy Williams. Like they're sitting down at lunch, having lunch, and she's telling the waiter, "Have you ever seen the Wendy Williams show?" And the waitress is like, "Yes." Mind you, it's Hollywood, so I'm sure they see celebrities all the time and know not to fan out over them. But the waitress is like, "Yeah, I love the Wendy Williams show," and she goes, "I'm Wendy," and it was just heartbreaking to watch. And then she kept talking about how she wanted to go into the meeting and take her wig off and show her feet, and she just was all over the place. At one point, the girl Sean is driving her and is asking, "Do you want to go to the Oscars?" And Wendy goes, "What is the Oscars?"
Wendy, would you want to go to the Oscars? Oscars? Yeah. This weekend? What's Oscars? Well, the award show. Would you want to go to an award show and walk the red carpet? Yeah. Oh, you would?
She didn't even know what that was, the look on her face. So I feel like the people like Sean, the manager seems to have good intentions, but they're all way out of their league to be trying to handle her. She needed to be down in Florida with her family, which is seeming like what's going to happen whenever she gets out of treatment. She's currently in a treatment facility. Um, to deal with the cognitive issues, I'm sure some substance issues, and just getting down to the root of why she's drinking, using substances, and things like that. But it was just really hard to watch. And I feel like if she was in her right state of mind, she would not have let herself be shown in this light on this documentary. And I read that she has like a deal with Lifetime. She basically owes them like 3 projects or something like that. But it could have been something else. It could have been a movie, a Wendy movie that would have been better than having her just out of it. At one point, she's talking to her brother, and she calls her brother Kevin. And it was really sad for her dad, just to, her dad is much older and he's still totally in his right mind. And, Wendy's just like obsessed with being back on TV and being famous. And it was just really sad and hard to watch. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video and come on here and talk about that. I threw a few little clips in, but if it's something you're interested in seeing, or if you grew up watching Wendy like me, you might want to check the documentary out. It's on Lifetime, but if you are down with a little bit of in and out as far as the picture, then you can watch it on YouTube for free. But yeah, that was this video. I just wanted to talk about that. I hope you guys are having a great day. I love y'all so much. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, And yeah, I love you. Bye.